So this is your first session. First session of CAT 22 or first session of logical reasoning. Okay, so you have attended previous sessions. Okay, so this is first session of logical reasoning. So in which we will be discussing how our approach should be in dealing with logical reasoning section of CAT, and we will be practicing some questions, some previous CAT questions of logical reasoning section. Okay, so this is going to be intro section of logical reasoning, and I will be giving you a touch like what type of questions will be asked in logical reasoning section of CAT. Okay, so how many sections do we have in CAT? 3. So any of you have written CAT 21? Have anyone? Okay, 1 minute. So do we have anyone who attended CAT previously? Anyone online? Guys, you can mention it in the chat box as well. So please. So no one. Okay. So CAT 22 is going to be your first attempt. Okay. So you have 3 sections: verbal ability, followed by LRDI section, followed by quantitative ability. So logical reasoning section is the second section in CAT. And I consider LRDI section different from the remaining 2 sections. Why? Why is LRDI different from the remaining 2 sections? Or how is this a unique section in CAT 21 or in any CAT? Why do you guys think? Okay. So coming to quantitative ability, do we have a definite syllabus for quant? Syllabus unda ledha? So in quant, you can expect questions from arithmetic section. Okay, which covers percentages, profit and loss, SICI, time and work, speed, time and distance, simple equations, averages, allegations, mixtures. Okay, you can expect some questions from these topics, and you can expect some questions from geometry and some questions from modern. Okay, so you in CAT 22 we have like 10 questions from arithmetic, 8 questions from algebra, and remaining 4 questions from geometry. Okay, so if you prepare arithmetic section, okay, all these topics under arithmetic, you can attempt, yeah, please. Okay, 6 to 7 questions of quant. Okay, whereas in verbal ability, you will be having 4 RCs, para jumbles, okay, and finding the odd statement, and also para summaries. Now, whereas logical reasoning is concerned, does it have a definite syllabus? Syllabus అనేది ఏమైనా ఉందా? LRDI does not have syllabus, so the syllabus has no limits. Okay, so CAT. So I will be talking about CAT 20 because CAT 21 results are not yet out. So in CAT 20, in verbal ability section, you have 26 questions. LRDI section, you have 24 questions. And in quantitative ability section, you have quantitative aptitude section, you have another 26 questions. Whereas in CAT 22, 22, 20, and 22. Now I will be talking about CAT 20 only, not CAT 21. So each question carries 3 marks, right? So total you have 76 questions. Okay, so total marks were 228. Okay, so what is 99th percentile score? So how much should you get to get 99 percentile? What do you guys think? ఎంత అనుకుంటున్నారు? You can guess, simple guess కదా. 150. Okay, so students online, you can also unmute yourself and you can speak. Okay, so we have one guess as 150. 135. Okay, 120. Okay. So in decreasing order, 140. Okay. So somewhere in the middle. My score was 105 and I got 99.31. Not even 50% of the total score. And I have attempted only 2 sections, LR and Quant. So in CAT, generally, I consider 50% of the paper with 90% accuracy as a good attempt. Okay, so CAT is not like the other exams where you have to attempt 100% of the paper. Okay, so 50% of the paper might land you in 99 percentile score. So CAT is a different type of exam. Now, LRDA section is concerned. So you have 24 questions, 72 marks. Okay. So what should be your score to cross sectional cutoff? Because every section has an individual sectional cutoff. So if you get 99 percentile in both LR and Quant, and if you get 60 percentile in verbal ability, will you get calls from IIMs? No. You have to cross minimum cutoff to get calls from IIMs. Okay. So what was sectional cutoff? For many of the IIMs, it was 85 percentile plus. Okay, so in every section you have to manage to get 85 percentile for sure. Okay, now to cross 85 percentile in LRDA section, what should be your score? And anukuntunar. It's a random guess. Okay, you can take a guess. 30. Okay. 25. Again in decreasing order. 20. Yeah? 34. Okay. Take a guess. 30. 30, 35. Okay, 35. To get 85 percentile. 18. 18 and you just need to attempt 6 questions right. And you'll cross sectional cutoff. To get 99 percentile, 32 marks. And I have attempted 12 questions, out of which 11 were right. So 11 into 3, 33. One incorrect answer, -1. So you have +3, -1 for MCQ questions. For non-MCQ questions, no negative marks. So 32 score of 32 fetched me 99 plus percent. So CAT is going to be a different kind of exam. Okay. So now third, everyone starts at same level. Okay. So when I ask students like which section in CAT do you consider as your strength? There are 3 sections. You should be get good at one section, right? Middle sections kanna koncham ekku untadi kada. Okay, you might be decent in all the sections, but you might be good at one section. Which section is that? As of now, prima facie only. Yeah, please. ఇప్పుడు ఏమనుకుంటున్నారు? What do you think your strength is out of these 3 sections? Okay. Quant. Quant. Reasoning. Okay. Quant. మీ strength ఏంటి? What do you consider your strength as? Between Quant, LRDA and verbal ability. Verbal ability. So from majority of the students, I get the answer as either Quant or verbal ability. Okay, very few tells me that their strength is logical reasoning. Okay, because this is uncertain. Any question can be asked in CAT. For example, a Sudoku puzzle can also be asked in CAT. In 2017, a question based on chess game was asked in CAT. Okay, for the players who do not know how to play chess, instructions were clearly given. All you need to do is read the instructions carefully and answer the questions. So anything which have logic involved can be asked in CAT. Okay, so For me is concerned, everyone starts at same level. Okay, andaru same level lo unnaru at the start of your preparation. All you need to do is practice. The more number of models or the more number of questions you practice, the more advantage you have from the others. So the key to score well in LRDA section is practice. Okay. Now, fourth one. This is why most people like logical reasoning. No need to memorize anything. Quant lo aithe you need to memorize formulas. Now, if you want, you can turn on AC. Switch on there. Or if you want, you can turn on fan also. Okay. Quant lo, you need to memorize some formula. Okay, geometry unnadu anukondi, you need to memorize some properties of triangles or quadrilaterals or circles. Okay, verbal ability lo, you need to memorize some rules of grammar. Okay, and vocabulary also. You need to memorize synonyms and antonyms of some words, meanings of some words. Whereas LR is concerned, no need to memorize anything. Okay, and most importantly, I consider logical reasoning is fun. Okay, so I have seen students skipping verbal classes and quant classes, but very less number of students skip LR classes because they enjoy solving puzzles. అంతే కదా, puzzles solve చేయడం అంటే ఎవరికైనా it's like a challenge. Clear? Now, coming to LRDA section. So as I said, there is no syllabus in logical reasoning section as mentioned earlier, but there are some topics from which most of the questions were asked in previous categories. Okay, so the topics are arrangements, puzzles and distributions, selections and grouping, binary logic, set theory or Venn diagrams, games and tournaments, and critical paths. So have anyone looked at previous CAT papers? No. Okay, so if you check previous 10 years, last 10 years CAT papers, you will find one question for sure among these mentioned topics here. Okay, so don't go to CAT exam without preparing these topics. Okay, there is a high chance of getting a question from these topics. These topics nunchi question vaste you should be in a position to attempt. Okay, now apart from CAT, you also have other MBA entrance exams like XAT, Xavier's aptitude test, SNAP, Symbiosis, then Narsimonji for Narsimonji and other colleges, then IAFT, and you have MICA, you have TIS. Okay, so MICA, Mudra Institute of Communications and Advertising, which is one good college if you want to specialize in marketing. TIS, if you want to do MBA in HRM, that's beautiful college. Okay, and if you want to do MBA in operations, you have NITI. Okay, but apart from CAT, I consider these four to be other important MBA entrance exams which everyone should write because syllabus is same. With CAT preparation, you can write SNAP, NMAT, IFT. The level of difficulty will be lesser than CAT. Whereas XAT is concerned, you will be having one more section, decision making. Okay, you need to prepare for decision making after CAT. Okay, we will be having workshops on decision making. Okay, now for these other MBA entrance exams, there are other topics which you need to be prepared with. One is blood relations. Second, series, coding, decoding. Now from calendars and clocks, you might get one question. So in IAFT 2020, you have one question on calendars. Okay, now cubes. In SNAP 2018, there were two questions from cubes. Okay, clocks you might get 1 or 2 questions. Directions also simple topic, you might get 1 question. Okay, in IFT you have 1 question on directions and input output. In NMAT in this year, every slot has 4 questions on input output and a 1 set followed by 4 questions. Okay, and in Snap also you have got one set from input output. Okay, you might not get questions from these topics in CAT, but an indirect application might be there. Okay, because these are individual questions. You might get 1 question from blood relations, 1 question from series, or 1 question from coding decoding. But in CAT, you will be given some set of instructions and you will be asked 4 or 6 questions based on the data given. Okay, we'll discuss. No worries. Okay, so these are some topics which you should be prepared with before writing CAT or other MBA entrance exam. Coming to data interpretation of CAT. So prior to 2015 and till 2014, there were only 2 sections in CAT. Verbal ability and logical reasoning combinedly 1 section. Quant and data interpretation is the 2nd section. Okay, and there was no provision of on-screen calculator there. But now you are provided with on-screen calculator. Are you aware of that? You will be given with calculator in CAT. So you have written CAT 21. Sorry, 2021. Okay. So calculator will be given to you. So prior to 2015, the questions from data interpretation are typical data interpretation questions, where you will be given with some graph and questions asked based on them, which are calculative intensive. Okay, but now they are providing you with calculator. So any calculations undo. So what they have done is they have included data interpretation, or they have mixed data interpretation with logical reasoning. Okay, some typical data interpretation questions might include graphs from tabular graph or line graph, bar, and pie. So you might be familiar with these. Might be. Okay. Now, in addition to that, we have scattered graph, spiral graph, bubble graph, and some miscellaneous graphs, which we will be discussing in data interpretation section. Okay. Now, providing with on-screen calculator. Okay. So the emphasis was on quant-based reasoning and numeric logic in the recent years. ఎందుకంటే calculator ఇచ్చాడు. No need to do any calculations. Okay, so quant based reasoning ante you will be having some logic which involves quantitative aptitude also. Okay, and numeric logic, some logic will be there in every data interpretation set which you need to decode to answer the questions. Okay, we'll look at these 2 types of questions in today's class. Yeah, please. Okay, now, so how many of you have friends who has taken CAT exam previously? Anyone? Did you meet any seniors? Did you get a chance to meet any seniors? No. Okay, so have you come across anyone with who has given 0 attempts in CAT without preparation? Just simple ga velli exam rasi with 0 attempts. Do you know someone without attempting even a single question? So what does that mean? What does that mean? There be easy questions. Some easy questions will be there. So without preparation, నేను వెళ్ళి at least of 2 questions అయినా మార్క్ చేశాను అనుకోండి. How can I attempt those 2 questions? Because they were easy. They might be from profit and loss or percentage. Because you might come across many employees who take CAT every year just like that. Okay, they apply, they start preparation, at some point they will stop it and they will attempt CAT. But no one comes from examination hall without any attempt. Okay, because you will find easy questions in every section for sure. And our aim is to target these easy questions first. Easy questions asalu vadalakodu. Okay, because everyone will be doing them without preparation also. Nenu velli cat rasanu anukondi, so you have written cat 21 without preparation kada, so 0 attempts ichava లేదు kada, because without even practicing, okay, you are able to attempt some questions kada. Okay, same. So easy questions అనేవి మనం మొదలు. Now there will be moderate level questions and there will be difficult questions in every section. Now our aim is to first attempt all the easy questions and then come to moderate level questions, because these are the questions which differentiates you from the other persons who have not prepared for CAT. Okay, because these might be challenging for them, but with a preparation of over 1 year you should be able to attempt this. Now coming to difficult level questions, respect them and leave them. First thing, CAT exam కి వెళ్ళినప్పుడు leave your ego outside the examination hall. Ego పక్కన పెట్టేసి respect the exam, respect difficult questions, don't try to attempt them, attempt these two, అంతే, game over. Okay, so మీకు difficult level questions solve చేసిన, easy questions solve చేసిన same marks కదా. So our target should be this. Okay, now in CAT 21 you have 20 questions from logical reasoning section, out of which you have 4 sets in total. Set ante you will be given with some data and you will be asked questions based on that. So some sets have 2 sets have 4 questions each and 2 sets have 6 questions each. Now, so if you attempt one set you will get 12 marks. If you attempt one set you will get 18 marks for sure. Which one will you attempt? A student attempts without, అంటే మీరు సరదాగా క్యాజువల్ గా వెళ్ళి క్యాట్ రాస్తే మీ ఫస్ట్ టార్గెట్ ఏమవుతుంది, ఇది కదా. సో మెనీ స్టూడెంట్స్ హ్యావ్ కమిటెడ్ దిస్ మిస్టేక్ because the easy questions are here. Easy questions are here. Okay, so how do I determine whether a question is easy or difficult? Any question which can be solved in less than 8 minutes is an easy question. If you are taking 8 to 12 minutes, it's a moderate level question, and more than 12 or more than 15 minutes, difficult question. Okay, so in 40 minutes to get 99 percentile you need to attempt, let us say 14 questions. Okay, out of which 2 sets were easy, so 16, and spend remaining time on the other set. Okay, this should be your strategy. Okay, now coming to the type of sets that were asked in the 3 slots. So in slot 1, bar graph, one question which can be solved using this concept, puzzles and distribution. You have one question from quant based reasoning and one question from selections and groupings. If you remember, I have listed down all these topics in the previous slide. Now here, stacked bar graphs, some indirect application of puzzles and distributions, one question from game quant based reasoning and one question from games and tournaments. And in my slot you have one question from games and tournaments which was a difficult question. Difficult question ante it's not that you cannot solve. Okay, it will take more time, it will consume more time to solve. And okay, so then you have condition based puzzle, you have one question on mathematical reasoning which needs quant knowledge on mixtures. Okay, and one question, one simple question. This is the easiest of all. Easy question which can be solved in less than 6 minutes. Direct question from data interpretation. Okay, and while dealing with logical reasoning section, remember two things. If the question paper is easy, it is easy for everyone. If the question paper is difficult, it is difficult for everyone. Because the logical reasoning section being the second section in CAT exam, if you screw up logical reasoning section, the effect will be on quant section also. Avuna? Because in CAT 20, I have seen a lot of people who have attempted 7 questions in from LRDA section. Okay, they thought that they will not be able to score the sectional cutoff. Okay, and they have given up in quantitative aptitude section. Please don't do that. Okay, so we have one student who got 21 marks and his percentile was 90 plus percentile in LRDA section. Okay, while writing the exam, he thought that I will not be able to score 85 percentile in LRDA section, and he screwed up quant big time. Okay, so ekkadaina section akkadto వదిలేయండి. If it's easy for you, it's easy for everyone. If it's difficult for everyone. Clear? Okay. Now, so shall we move ahead and solve some questions from the previous, which appeared in previous CAT exams? So andaru books techukunnara? Are you ready? Okay. So first question. So guys, is this question visible to you, students online?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So it will be much more clear now, I guess. Now, which is better?
So this is fine.
Okay, fine. So I'll be giving you 10 minutes. Okay, take your own time. So there is no hurry because this is your first LRDS session. So this is just to give you a touch of what type of questions will be asked in there. Okay, so I'll be giving you 10 minutes, 4 questions, and we'll discuss this after 10 minutes. don't take time pressure. It's okay. Solve at your own speed. If you need extra time, you anyone need extra time? Okay, so how many more minutes? 5 more minutes. Okay. But don't hesitate. I want you guys to ask because this is your first session on logical reasoning. I don't expect you to solve this question, but I expect you to analyze the statements given to you. And first analysis, is this question easy, moderate, or difficult? Huh? Difficult. Okay. So talk after 1 year of CAT preparation. How do you rate this? Not now. Okay. So imagine that you have prepared for CAT for 1 year. So after 1 year, if this question came in CAT, will you attempt it or will you skip it? Skip. Huh? Okay. So it depends on the remaining questions also. If you find any easier set, you'll definitely skip this. So what is an arithmetic progression? Okay, so when the difference between two consecutive terms is constant throughout the series. For example, 2, 4, 6, 8. These are in arithmetic progression, isn't it? Because there is a difference of 2 between any two consecutive terms. Still need extra time, or shall we solve this together? Solve. Okay. So anyone from online? Anyone is at verge of solving this question and need some extra time to solve this? Or shall we solve this together? Quick responses, guys. Guys, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So do we have anyone who need extra time? Okay. No one. So shall we solve this together?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So time's up. So first, let's understand the data that was given to us. Okay. So a chain of departmental stores has outlets in Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, and Kolkata. Okay. The sales are categorized by three departments. So in each of these departmental stores, there are three departments: apparel, electronics, and home decor. Okay. An accountant has been asked to prepare a summary of 2018 and 2019 sale amounts for an internal report. He has collated this data. So there were some missing numbers. Okay, so we need to find the missing numbers based on the data given to us. So that's my first analysis, just by looking at this table and the statement. Okay, now we are given with additional 8 statements, and I assume that everyone have gone through all these 8 statements. అంతే కదా, చదివారు కదా 8 statements. Okay. Now, so this is the table. Now coming to the first statement, the sales amounts in the apparel department was same for Delhi and Kolkata in 2018. So what's the meaning of that? So apparel department in 2018 for Delhi and Kolkata. Okay, so if this is A, then this will be A. Same. The sale amounts in apparel department was same for Delhi and Kolkata in 2018. So if this is A, this will be A. And we are done with this statement. Okay, done. Now the sales amounts in the apparel departments were same for Mumbai and Bangalore in 2018. Same apparel department in 2018 for Mumbai and Bangalore. So if this is B, this will be B. So we have to consider till here. Now this sales amounts match the sales amounts in the apparel department, okay, in Delhi in 2019. So what's the meaning of that? This is B again. So these three are same. Okay, we are done with this statement too. Now the sales amounts in home decor department were same for Mumbai and Kolkata in 2018. So if this is C, see, okay. Now the sum of the sales amounts of 4 electronic department increased by the same amounts as the sum of sales amounts of 4 apparel department from 2018 to 2019. So what's the meaning of this statement? For example, in electronics department, in all these at all these 4 locations, if I tell you that the sales were 100 crores in 2018 and 140 crores in 2019, what was the increase? 40 crores. So there was an increase of 40 crores. Okay. And it is also given that the sum of the sale amounts of 4 electronic department increased by same amount as the sum of sales amount of 4 apparel departments. So if this is increased by 40 crores, this will also be increased by 40 crores. So the increase in these 2 departments, okay, of 2018 and 2019, the sum, increase in the sum is same. So if this is increased by X crores, this also increased by X crores. So that's the meaning of this statement. Any doubts still here? Okay. Now, can we calculate the increase in the sum of all the sales in 2018 and 2019 in electronics department? Okay. So what was the total sales in electronics department in 2018? Increase is 40. Yeah? Okay. So sum is 78 plus 82 plus 90 plus 80, which is equal to 80 plus 80, 160, 160 plus 170, 330, 330 crores. So in 2018, the sum of sales in the electronics department in all these 4 locations is 330. Now in 2019, what was the sum? 98 plus 102 plus 70 plus 100. 98 plus 102, 200, 200 plus 170, 370. Okay. Nice. So what was the increase? 40. So the sales in electronics department increased by 40 crores. So the sales in apparel department is also increased by 40 crores. Okay. So this is also 40. Any doubts still here? Okay. So we are done with this statement as well. Guys online, any doubts still here?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, the total sales amounts of 4 home decors department, okay, increased by 70 crores from 2018 to 2019. So the increase here was 70. Okay. Now we are done with this one as well. Now the sales amounts in home decor department of Delhi and Bangalore each increased by 20 crores from 2018 to 2019. For example, in Delhi, in the year 2018, if the sales are, let us say, X crores, what will be the sales in 2019? X plus 20, because it was increased by 20 crores. Okay. Now, given that X plus 20 is equal to 100, so what is the value of X? 80. So the sales in the year 2018 in Delhi of home decor department is 80 crores. Now, same for Delhi and Bangalore. Okay. So in Bangalore, it was 80. So X plus 20 is 80. So X will be 60. So we are done with this statement also. Okay. Now the sales amounts in apparel department of Delhi and Bangalore each increased by same amount in 2019 from 2018 of Delhi and Bangalore. Okay. So in 2018, the sales were A. In 2019, the sales were B. What was the increase? B minus A. So this is the initial value. This is final value. So the increase will be B minus A. For example, Here, if it's 10 crores and if it's 20 crores, what was the increase? 20 minus 10, there was an increase of 10 crores. So the increase was B minus C, and this is also equal to Bangalore. Increase in the sales in the city Bangalore. So in Bangalore, if I consider this as X, okay, what will be the value? What will be the increase? Initially it was B and final it was X. So X minus B. Okay, now I want to bring all I want to involve only less number of variables. That will be easy to solve. Okay, variables increase aye koddi, you have to increase the number of equations to solve. Okay, to solve one variable you need one equation. To solve two you need two equations. So what I will do is I will write X in terms of A and B. So X is equal to 2B minus A. So if I bring B this side, you'll be having 2B minus A. Clear? Done. Okay, so we have done till here. Now the sales amounts in apparel departments of Mumbai and Kolkata also increased by same amount in 2019 and 2018. Okay. 2B minus A, no? Okay. So let me consider this as X now. So what was the increase? Did you understand this part? The increase will be B minus A. And here the increase will be X minus B. Now let's bring this minus B from RHS to LHS, or to eliminate minus B. What do you need to do? You need to add B. So let's add on both sides. So these two got cancelled and X is equal to B plus B, 2B minus A. Okay, so the value of X is 2B minus. Clear? Okay. Now coming to Mumbai and Kolkata. Now if I consider this as Y, increase will be Y minus B. And this is same as the increase in sales in the region Kolkata of apparel department only. So increase will be 54 minus. Now again, I want to write Y in terms of A and B to reduce the number of variables. So what will be the value of Y? 54 minus A, and you need to add B on both sides. So plus B. Minus B transfer to RHS, it will be plus B, or to eliminate you need to add B on both sides. So Y is equal to 54 minus A plus B. Okay, so we are done till here. Okay, so we have considered this. Now the sales amounts in apparel departments of Delhi, Kolkata and Bangalore in 2019 followed an arithmetic progression. The sales amounts in apparel departments of Delhi, which is B, Kolkata, which is 54, okay, and Bangalore, which is 2B minus A. And these three are in arithmetic progression. Arithmetic progression ante the difference between any two consecutive numbers or two consecutive terms should be same. And for example, 1, 3 and 5. Are they in arithmetic progression? Yes, because 3 minus 1 is 2, 5 minus 3 is 2. In same way, 2, 4, 6. Or the general terminology which we use in arithmetic progression, if you remember in your 10th class, A plus B, A plus 2D, where A is called the first term of arithmetic progression and D is called common difference. So A plus D minus A is D, A plus 2D minus A plus D is D. So the difference should be same. So applying the same thing here, can I say that the difference between these two terms will be 54 minus B, and this should be equal to difference between these two terms, 2B minus A minus 54. Okay, now so if I switch B that side, you will be having 3B, okay, minus A will be equal to, if I bring minus 54 this side, it will be 108. Or the other way is to eliminate minus B, you need to add plus B. Okay, so if I add plus B on both sides, these two will get cancelled, and here you will be having 3B minus A. And to eliminate minus 54 here, I will add 54 on both sides. So you will be having 3B minus A is equal to 54 plus 54, 108. Any doubts still here? Guys, any doubts still here? Quick responses.
No, sir.
Okay. So with the given information, we have one equation, 3B minus A is equal to 108. And to answer the questions, you need to determine the values of A, B, C. If you find the values of A, B, C, you can answer the questions. Now, so this has two variables. We have only one equation, but you need one more equation to solve for A and B. How can you get that? Difference is 40. We have not used this till now. It used to, we have not used that point. Okay, so the second equation we can get by considering this point. Okay, so what is the sum of sales in the year 2018 in apparel department in all these four locations? It will be A plus B plus B plus A. And then in 2018, the sum of sales in these four locations of apparel departments, 2018 lo A, 2018 lo in Mumbai it was B, in Bangalore it was B, and in Kolkata it was A. So you have 2A plus 2B. So this was the total sales in the year 2018. Now in 2019, B plus 54 minus A plus B. Okay. Now in 2019 Bangalore, 2B minus A and 54. So you have B plus B, 2B, 2B plus 2B, 4B minus 2A plus 108. So this was the sales amount in the year 2019 and this in the year 2018. Now, given that difference is 40 crores. So I am writing it here. Okay, 4B minus 2A plus 108 minus 2A minus 2 into 2A plus 2B. So sales amounts in the year 2019 minus sales amount in the year 2018, and this should be equal to 40. So now this is 4B minus 2A plus 108. Now minus into plus minus 2a, again minus into plus minus 2b is equal to 40. So 4b minus 2b, 2b minus 2a minus 2a minus 4a or plus 108 is equal to 40. Now if I take these onto RHS, you will be having 4a minus 2b will be equal to 108 minus 40, which is 68. Okay, or the second equation will be 2a minus b is equal to, so 2 is common kada, so 2a minus, or I can divide both LHS and RHS by 2. So 4a by 2, 2a minus 2b by 2 minus b is equal to 34. Now you have two equations in terms of a and b. So you can solve these two equations and you can find the values of a and b. Any doubts still here? Your students online. Any doubts
No,
still
sir.
here? Okay. Now let's solve for a and b. So let me multiply this with 2. Let me multiply this entire equation with 2. So then we will be having 6b minus 2a is equal to 216. Why am I multiplying this with 2? To cancel a, to make these two coefficients same. In linear equations, you will be doing that. Okay, for example, if you have x plus y is equal to 10, okay, and y minus 2x is equal to, let us say, 4. How will you solve? You will make these two, the coefficient of x same. So you need to multiply this with 2, or you can directly subtract. Okay, and you can cancel out y, but multiply these with 2, the first equation with 2, so that these two will get cancelled. So you will be making coefficient of x same. The same thing I have done here. Now if you observe, these two are equal. So when I add both the equations, these two cancel out each other. 6b minus b, 5b is equal to 216 plus 34, 250, and value of b is 50. Now if value of b is 50, you can substitute here. 3b, 3 into 50, 150. Okay, minus 108 will be equal to a. So 150 minus 108 will be 40. Now you have value of b and a. So this is done. So you can calculate a, b 54 minus a plus b 2b minus a and a. Any values వచ్చేసాయి కదా. Okay. Now we need to find the other variable c. How can we do that? Difference is 70. So in 2018 it was 80 plus c plus 60 plus c, which is equal to 140 plus 2c. This is in the year 2018. In 2019, 100 plus 72, 172. 172 plus 80, 252. 252 plus 54, 306. So 306 minus 140 plus 2c should be equal to 70. So you have only one variable. So you need only one equation to solve for c. So 306 minus 140. 166. 166 minus into plus minus 2c is equal to 70. or 166 minus 70? 96 is equal to 2C, or C is equal to 40. Now you have all the values A, B, and C. So you can fill this table. Once you can fill this table, you can answer any question based on this table. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి, ఈజీనా డిఫికల్టా? ఈజీ కదా. ఇఫ్ యూ నో హౌ టు సాల్వ్ ఈక్వేషన్స్, హౌ టు ఫ్రేమ్ ఈక్వేషన్స్ అండ్ సాల్వ్ దెమ్, కేల్కతా. ఓకే, సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద టైప్స్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ యూ షుడ్ నాట్ లీవ్. ఎందుకంటే ఐ మైట్ నాట్ ప్రిపేర్ ఫర్ లాజికల్ రీజన్. ఓకే, నేను లాజికల్ రీజనింగ్ ఏం ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వలేదు, బట్ ఐ హ్యావ్ 40 minutes. ఇన్ 40 minutes కెన్ ఐ సాల్వ్ దిస్ సార్? ఎస్. నా టైం బాగుంటే ఇంకా ఎర్లీగా కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేసేయచ్చు, ఎర్లీగా కూడా ఫినిష్ చేసేయచ్చు. ఓకే, సో ఐ వాంట్ యూ గైస్ టు బి ప్రిపేర్డ్ సో దట్ యూ విల్ నాట్ బి లీవింగ్ దీస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ సెట్స్. ఇప్పుడు వదిలేయచ్చు ఇది క్యాట్ లో, వదలకూడదు. దిస్ ఈజ్ ఆఫ్టర్ 1 year. సో ఆన్ ద ఫస్ట్ డే ఆఫ్ యువర్ ప్రిపరేషన్ యూ కెన్. Okay, but at the end of your preparation you should be able to identify that these are easy and you have to attempt. Clear? Any doubts in this set? Quick responses. Even on that? Okay, so how did you get 40 here? Because it was given that the increase in electronics department. So students online, any doubts? You can feel free to ask. Unmute yourself and you can ask. If you do not have any doubts, just type N in the chat box.
Sir, 2019 में मुंबई लोनी 54 minus A plus B ala sir. కొంచెం చెప్తారా?
Okay, so you two doubts will clarify. Okay, so it is given that ఎక్కడ ఉంది? Okay, the sum of the sales amounts of 4 electronics department increased by same amount. Okay, so what was the sum of sales in electronics department in the year 2018? 78 plus 82, it will be 160. 160 plus 90, 250 plus 80, 330. Okay, in 2018 it was 330. Now in 2019, 98 plus 102 plus 70 plus 100, 370. Now what was the increase? 40 crores. So in electronics department there was an increase of 40 crores. Now it is also given that the sum of the sales amounts of 4 electronics department increased by the same amount as the sum of sale amounts of 4 apparels department. So ikkada edaithe increase undo, that should be same in apparels department also. So the increase is 40 crores here. So in apparels department also there was an increase of 40 crores. So that's how you got 40 here. Clear? Now, yeah, one student asked me the one more doubt. So how did we get this one now? 54 minus A plus B.
Yes sir.
Okay, so where was that statement? Which statement is that? Okay, this one, 7th one. Okay, so let me consider this as Y. Okay, now the sales amounts in apparels department of Mumbai and Kolkata also each increased by same amount in 2019 from 2018. Now if I consider this as Y, in 2019 the sales amount in Mumbai city in apparels department as Y. Now what was the increase? I'm waiting for your response. What will be the increase? Initially it was B, now it was in 2019 it was Y. Can I
Y
say
minus
that?
B sir.
Y minus B. Okay, now this is same as the increase in Kolkata also. So in Kolkata in 2019 the sales were 54 crores. Okay, so the increase will be 54 minus here.
Yes sir.
Okay, now what will be the value of Y? Y will be B minus A plus 54. So I have written 54 plus b minus a.
Yeah, it's clear, sir.
Hmm?
Clear, sir.
Sorry, y kada, my bad. So it was 54 minus b, sorry, plus b minus a. So what was here? B. And this completes the set. So this is one question from reasoning. Only you need to do is you need to frame equations and solve them. Now, can I proceed to next question? Fine. Which is from numeric reasoning. Okay. So I think you might enjoy this set. There is some magic involved here. Okay. So I'll be giving you, you have 3 questions. I'll be giving you 8 minutes. Okay. We'll discuss this after 8 minutes. Now, if you have any doubts, don't hesitate to ask. Okay, you are paying for that. So hesitation అనేది పెట్టుకోకండి. At any point, it's okay. So friends ఏమైనా అనుకుంటారేమో, don't worry. Easy or difficult? Easy. Okay. So help me in solving this question. So andariki ardhamainda? So everyone understood the question, right? Any doubts? Okay. So Ramya leaves home with X flowers, goes to the bank of a nearby river. On the bank of that river, there are 4 places of worship standing in a row. She dips all the X flowers into the river, and the number of flowers doubles. So X will become 2X. Okay. Then she enters the first place of worship, offers Y flowers to the deity. Okay. Then she dips the remaining flowers into the river, and again the number of flowers doubles, and so on till she leaves flowers for all the 4 deities. Okay, and the game ends there. So everyone has understood this, but the only one thing that was lacking was how to interpret the data that was given to you. Andariki ardhamaindi? You know what to do, but what was lacking? How to solve this question or how to interpret the data. So if this was given to me, I will be making a table like this. So everyone were solving in an unorganized way. Let us solve in an organized way. Okay. So Ramya leaves home with X flowers, goes to the bank of a nearby river. Okay, nearby river. Fine. So what was the initial number of flowers with Ramya? X. Okay. So before offering to deity, before offering to the god, what did she do? She has dipped the flowers in the river. So the number of flowers doubled, isn't it? So the number of flowers were 2X. Okay. Now let me assume that she has offered, or not assume, it was given that she offered Y flowers to the first god. Okay. Or she has left Y flowers at the first temple. Now what will be the remaining flowers? 2X minus Y. So initially there were 2X, she offered Y. So she has 2X minus Y flowers now. Okay. Now the initial flowers were 2X minus 5. What did she do? She again dipped them in the river, isn't it? Now what happened? The number of flowers doubled. So 2X minus Y has become 4X minus 2Y. Now from these 4X minus 2Y flowers, she offered Y again. Now what was the number of flowers that she is left with? 4X minus 3Y. Okay. So after offering Y flowers to the second deity, she was left with 4X minus 3Y. Now the initial number of flowers with her will be 4X minus 3Y. Now I am just again dipped in the river. Now the number of flowers double. So 4X minus 3Y has become 8X minus 6Y. Double అయిపోయింది అంతే. Now she has offered Y flowers to the third deity again. Okay. Now the number of flowers will be 8X minus 7. So any doubts still here? Did you understand this cycle? Ma, any doubts, students online?
No,
If you do
sir.
not have any doubts, just type N in the chat box. Others? Okay. Fine. Now the number of flowers with her will be 8X minus 7Y. So after last dip, the number of flowers will be 16X minus 14Y. Now again she offered Y flowers to the fourth deity. So at the end she will be left with 16X minus 15Y. Now what was given? After the fourth place of worship, she is left with no flowers in hand. So what is the meaning of this statement? 16x minus 15y should be equal to 0 because she is after offering y flowers to the fourth deity, she is left with no flowers. There was 0 flowers. So this should be equal to 0. Okay, which tells us that 16x, sorry, this is 15y is equal to 15y. From this, what can we obtain? The ratio of x and y. So x by y will be equal to x by y will be equal to 15 by 16. Okay. So what's the value of x? Okay. So if a by b is equal to 2 by 3, what is the value of a plus b? You can't determine. Or if a by b is equal to 2 by 3, can I directly say a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 3? Chappacha? Okay, so what can we conclude? I can say that a will be in the form of 2k and b will be in the form of 3k. Endukante 2 by 3 is 2 by 3. 4 by 6 is also 2 by 3. Isn't it? So 8 by 12 is also 2 by 3. Now I can say that a will be a multiple of 2 and b will be same multiple of 3. So a will be in the form of 2k, b will be in the form of 3k. Now given that x by y is equal to 15 by 16, x will be equal to 15 into some constant, some k, and y will be equal to 16 into k. Ante. You do not have definite value of x and y. So that's the reason if you observe, you were asked to find minimum number of flowers. Okay, you were not asked like how many flowers did Ramya initially start with? No, you were asked to find minimum number of flowers. Now, if Ramya leaves, so x is equal to 15k and y is equal to 16k. These are our conclusions. So, if Ramya leaves home with 30 flowers, so x is equal to 30. So 15k is equal to 30. So what is the value of k? If 15k is equal to 30, value of k is 2. K is equal to 2. So what was asked? The number of flowers she offered to each deity. So we are asked to find the value of y, which is 16 into 2, 32. Now, minimum number of flowers that was offered, that could be offered to each deity. So y, right? So y will be 16k. What can be the minimum value of 16k? 16. Why? Because number of flowers will be integers and it cannot be 0. So k should be a natural number. The least natural number is 1. So the minimum value of this expression will be 16. Now, following the same logic, the minimum number of flowers which Ramya leaves home, 15k. The minimum value of k is 1. So the answer for this question should be 15. And this ends this. Easy enough. When you can form this table. I did not solve anything. You guys have given me inputs. So all you need to do is how to interpret the data that was given. Okay, so this table form cheyakunda solve cheyalema ante cheyochu, but that might need some more extra time, 2 minutes or 3 minutes, and in CAT 2 minutes ante that's some precious time. Okay, so you should be able to solve any question in the least possible time. Clear? So we'll end this session here. Okay, so and we will be starting our topics in the next class. Clear? So thank you guys. So even a doubts unnaya? So am I going fast? Slow? Konచెం slow? Initial first class kada. So itne untadi. Okay? So I'm not going fast, right? So you are comfortable with this speed. Yeah, you can leave now. Yeah, Kiran Mike. Tell me, ma'am, what's your doubt? You can unmute and you can speak. Don't worry. How do you wrote 3y and 7y? 1 minute. So your mic is not working. So where? Here, 4x minus 3y and 8x minus 7y. Is that your doubt? Okay. So, did you understand this part? The first equation. Initial law of logical reasoning, huh? Or of so are you talking about logical reasoning or next class of CAT? Monday kada? So you have next class on Monday. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So initially the number of flowers are X. Now she has dipped X flowers in the river. So it has become 2x. Clear? Just respond with Y if it's clear. Okay. Now she has offered Y flowers to the deity. Okay. So for example, let me take X as 2. So after dipping, she will be having 4 flowers with her. Now if I say that she has offered 1 flower to the deity. Okay, so what will be the number of flowers that was left with her? 4 minus 1, isn't it? She will be left with 3 flowers. Yes. Yeah. Now after dipping, the number of flowers are 2x, and she has offered y. So she will be left with 2x minus y flowers, isn't it? Is that clear? Now she has 2x minus y flowers. Okay. Now she dips these 2x minus y flowers in the river. So they will get doubled together. So 2x minus y will become 4x minus 2y. Clear? Okay. Now from these 4x minus 2y flowers, she offers y flowers to the second deity. Again, following this logic, the number of flowers left will be 4x minus 2y minus y. Isn't it? So the number of flowers will be 4x minus 3y. Is that clear? Okay. Now again, she has 4x minus 3y flowers. Again, she dips 4x minus 3y flowers. So the number of flowers will be 8x minus 6y. Gets doubled. Now from 8x minus 6y flowers, she offers y flowers. So 8x minus 6y minus y. So you have 8x minus 7y here. Clear? Is your doubt clarified now? Perfect. So any other doubts, guys? Quick responses, please.
No, sir.
No. Okay, perfect. So thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed this session, and we'll see you again in the next class.